Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'm Sharina Walters. I was just coming on because yesterday I went and I washed my car, and I hadn't got my car professionally washed. Dang, it's finna rain? Y'all, these clouds came out of nowhere. But I haven't had my car professionally washed in, man, about 2 months, 2 or 3 months. And I really love hand washing. Like, I know they got the new, not the new, but I know a lot of areas, especially here in Florida, where they are building these new wash your car places where you take your car through the automatic car wash, and then it comes out, and then you can, you know, do your do the vacuum and everything yourself, which I think is pretty cool, right? But I took it to this one place that I went before, and they did a really great job. So when I get there, the advertisement says cars $30, and then they have the prices of other things there. Well, I'm focusing on what it says for cars because I got a car, right? And so I get there, and they were like, hey, it's I said, oh, so I see that your cars is $30. They was like, well, it's $35. You got to go ask inside. I said, huh? Your sign say 30. Well, no, it's 35. So I was about to get out of line because I have something like with customer service. It's just like my pet peeve. It's honestly, it's almost like the simplest thing that you can do, especially when I'm coming to you with no attitude, nothing like that. Even if I had an attitude in customer service, we all know if that is your job, you're supposed to know how to deal with difficult customers. I was not a difficult customer at all. But he said, well, because I was like, well, you know what, I'm gonna leave. But I decided not to leave. And they took forever washing my car. So during that time, I'm sitting outside because it's an outside car wash. They got the chairs there, and all of a sudden I'm just like feeling kind of weak. Like, so I went to get myself some, because they had like a little food truck, and then they also had a slushy truck. So I went and got a slushy, a pineapple slushy, and I went and got some of their little jerk chicken. So that right there, between the two of that, the slushy was $5, but I gave $2 tip, and then I spent $11 and like 90 something cent on some jerk chicken. You couldn't get the rice and peas because they had soured. They didn't tell me that, but when I opened up the trash can, I seen that there was the beans and rice inside of the trash can. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm seeing other cars coming, and I don't know if they had people had left their cars and they parked them, but it's a drive-through car wash. And when I say drive-through, you just pull it up, you get out, and you go sit down. It wasn't a drive-through like I mentioned before at the beginning of this video, where you drive through the actual automatic car wash and let it wash. But no, you drive it, and then you're next in line. So I was just like, man, they done put like 2 or 3 cars ahead of me. Again, unless they was bringing those cars from, you know, somewhere else where people had dropped off their cars, knowing that they would take a while. So I was like, and my car was sitting in the lane all by itself. I said, what's up with that? Like, is this dude mad at me about my car? And so he eventually came over. He's like, oh, your car is next. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm doing my best. It's from what I last asked, because I asked the lady, I said, is this a black-owned company? And she was saying, yes, the last time that I visited. And so I just like to be in support of that, especially around the times that I get paid, to try to, you know, help out my people, you know, because I would like the same for me whenever, you know, I have my business going. But I feel like we should help each other, because not a lot of people actually patron or come and visit our location. So I feel like it's an opportunity to help one another. Anywho, make a long story short, they washed my car. It looked like the guy's doing a great job to my car. I give him a $15 tip. Now, it was probably about 2 people that worked on the car, but I gave this last guy the tip versus the actual store, the actual company, because they had Cash App. I said, when I tip you, do they give you your tips? Because I know that's really important with Uber. When you get tipped, customers ask me, do you get all your tip money? I say, yeah. I say, I can really say that's one thing that they truthfully, honestly do. They give us all of our tip money when it comes to Uber. So the guy was like, nah, I don't know, but I do have Cash App. So I Cash Apped him the money when they paid separately. I get in my car. I paid for the outside and the inside to be washed. Why it looked like they took a rag and just a wet rag, wiped it on the wood grain. I have since cleaned it, but I'm finna just show. So right here, this had streaks of, you know, like water streaks. And then the windows was just like, and also on here, just water streaks. You can see where it had dried, and it just it didn't. I was so disappointed and hurt more than anything, because I don't know if you saw the video from the other day where I'm at the auto repair mechanic, and I'm picking up my car, and I'm giving him a shout out, you know, Xavier and Mike, on them doing a really great job, and how I really value the fact that, you know, I no longer have orange symbols on my dashboard. There's nothing wrong with my car. It's running properly, in order. It ain't perfect, but it's perfect for me. You know, if on the outside aesthetics, you know, my little grill can use some work, but I don't care. I'm grateful, you know. And so that's me getting my car serviced, repaired, cleaned. That is my self-care. I told y'all in that video that it is similar to you going to get your nails done and your toes done. For me, for my car being nicely done and clean, it's like a warm hug. And I was so mad that I literally spent between, and I gave the breakdown of everything that was happening within those like little 2 hours. I also did some walking and stuff too. I think that's why I was feeling hot, because I was on the phone with my daughter talking. So I even got exercise in. I think I walked probably like a half a mile, if not a mile, back and forth on the between going up and down the sidewalk. So I felt like I was multitasking, getting things done, being able to give some tithing, some extra money above, you know, what the cost was. And I'm like, all right, all is well. Get in my car and then get great service. This have happened so many times where I allow people to, you know, I use people's services and they don't give you the best service. And they're choosing not to give you the best service. And I just don't think that that's right. I don't think that is right. I think, especially in the Black community, that we miss out a lot on continued service. And a lot of us go out of business because you don't value that one customer. What I was noticing, that the cars that were going ahead of me were better looking cars. They were more up-to-date cars. Now, one car that was I can tell was older than my car. It was like a Toyota Corolla. I used to have one of those, the older Toyota Corolla, probably like around a 99 or a 2000. That car was already there. But all of the other cars that were coming, I don't know if that was, you know, their long-time customers that come consistently. Those customers were not there before, and they drove up there, right? And that's one of the things that I noticed as well. If you have a VIP type of, you know, setting or setup for your company, let it be that. Let it be that. And no, set it up so much so to where the customer, your regular customers, your new customers, do not have to feel the impact of the VIP customers, meaning that you need to have more employees. These employees, the reason why I have compassion towards them, and I am sitting up here and I'm making this video, but to be honest, they were understaffed. I'm in Florida, baby. It's hot and it's humid. And so the guy was just, and I'm a chubby girl. He chubbier than me. But he out there, he doing his thing. That's one of them. Because there was a few other guys. They were slimmer than him, but it's just only probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 5 of them. And it might be less than that. Maybe I'm gonna say 6 at the most. But I really think it was probably like 4 to 5 people that was washing cars. I ain't talking about sending it them to like hand washing cars. So that's very taxing on the body. You're hot. You need to be hydrated. You're exhausted. I don't know when the last time you ate, you know. And so do better. If you cannot as an establishment, as a company, if you can't keep up with the amount of business that you're getting, you need to either get more employees, limit the amount of people that who you can actually service, have a cutoff sign and say, hey, right now we're cut off, come back in an hour. At least that to me will give the customer a better experience. One, it's better to say, hey, we're closed for now, versus allowing someone to come in and you do a sloppy job because you're trying to rush. They exhausted, they're tired. Allow them some time to refuel. Bring another team in. Have some shifts where you bring another team and work on that customer service. Communicate and let your customers know what's happening. The guy finally said something. I was an hour. I was at an hour. Like, no joke. I was at an hour when this guy said that. And it was already close to 3 something. I think it was probably like 3:30. So it was later in my day because I had to go to Sarasota yesterday. And then I had to go do some other errands yesterday. So I was starting my day later than normal, or I felt like I was behind because I had to get things done. And so I think I was just feeling desperate as well, because I could have went somewhere else and got my car washed, but now it's later in the day and a lot of these companies are closing. So that was the other thing I wanted to bring up, was that you got to be careful with putting yourself, not the company, I'm talking about myself now, I'm talking about ourselves, putting ourselves in a situation to where you're desperate. Because anytime you're making a decision when you're in desperation, you're going to always make the wrong decision. There was an opportunity where, after I had been sitting there for 45 minutes, where I just could have left. There was an opportunity where he gave me the quote. Here's another thing about life. He gave me the quote, and the quote said, he said 35, but on the side it says 30. To me, that's a red flag, because now you have false advertisement. And I was like, you know what? Ain't no big deal, it's fine. But it had nothing to do with the dollar amount. It's, to me, I feel like now you're being deceptive. Because I said, well, now I'm in a line, I can't even really back up. He was like, oh, well, you can back up. Like, go ahead and go. And so I should have just left. And I didn't pay attention to my gut feeling. I could have saved me $70. But what saved me is, like, now I would never use your service again, ever. Like, I would never go back. That was my second time. I used to go to that car wash long time ago, but it was different management. I'm talking about, I think at that car wash is when I got the news that Aaliyah had passed away. Excuse me, I think I was sitting down at that car wash, getting my car washed. So, that had to be a long time ago. So this was years and years ago where I was there. But they always did a good job, and it was different management at that time. So value your customers. Don't take them for granted on a customer aspect. And then soon as you see the signs of any type of misleading red flags, leave. And this is not even a relationship, but you can pertain this to anything. But that's really how life is, right? We can take a situation and we can apply it to so many different scenarios in our life. And I ain't gonna say I failed, but I could have done better. I should have left. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Just something I was trying to get out. I should have recorded it when I was in the flow of it, but now it's raining. I feel stuffy now because I'm sitting in this car. I'm outside of Planet Fitness. It's not lightning, Lord, not yet. But I was just going to walk on the treadmill. I just needed to move my body. Just feeling kind of stressed out right now with just staying on schedule and showing up. So continue to post your videos. This is day 7 for me. I must have started it on last Monday. Yeah, so this is day 7 of the 21-day YouTube daily upload video challenge, to where we just keep each other accountable. No one has actually put anything in the comments, but if you're listening to this video and you're at day 7 of my day 7, this can be your day 1. And this is for people who are looking to either have a YouTube channel to where you get on there and it's therapy for you, and you just uploading videos. You don't care who actually listen. You're just sharing your experiences and like, I can get it out. Maybe some people give you feedback. You cut off the comments because you don't want feedback. You just want to share. Maybe you keep the comments open because you want feedback and you feel like it's an open dialogue and it can help you with whatever you're going through or been through. For some people like myself who want to build a legacy, who want to build generational wealth, who wants, additional streams of income, that's why I do it, because I want to grow my channel. One, I want to have better communication skills. It helps me to practice because I really am an introvert. I can be extroverted at times, but I'm an introvert at heart. So this have been very uncomfortable. Not this particular video, but getting on YouTube is not always easy. Like, you can overthink things and thinking that you're not enough. You are enough. You're not enough. You can think, who really wants to listen to me? What am I going to talk about? And just like this particular video, I get on here too to have ideas of, hey, you could talk about your experience somewhere. So for me, like I said, building generational income, building a legacy, and being able to have an extra stream of income. I'm not monetized right now. I'm so happy and grateful that I am monetized. I'm saying that, in the present tense, that I am monetized, because it's here already. It's just a matter of them sending my email. They forgot. YouTube, you forgot to send me my email. The nerve of you. Send me my email. Go ahead and tell a sister she monetized, right? So just staying positive, man, and because I know it's going to happen. And I would just be the 9-to-5 millionaire like Jamal King from Make Real Estate Real. You can work a 9-to-5, and you can also have, other things outside of that you do, and work on your gifts and your passions and your purpose, and live your best life. So I hope this video helps. Thank you for listening to me. I don't even know if you made it through the whole video. Yeah, it has actually kind of slowed down, lightened up with the rain. So I'm finna get out and go in here and just go work out, do a little 1-2-1-2. Honestly, I'm just gonna get on the treadmill. I have not been to the gym in over a month. Yeah, I haven't been to the gym in over a month. I've walked, but I haven't been to the gym in over a month. So I'm proud of myself right now. All right, have a wonderful day. Thank you.